So today what we're going to do is we're going to put some graffiti on these walls using a filter called the Vanishing Point. But before we get into that, we are going to get rid of these marks that are on the wall here. So the first tool that I'm going to use is the spot healing brush. And I'm going to zoom in. Click on here. Come up here, grab my spot healing brush, and make sure that your brush is big enough. And it's basically it's going to sample all the pixels on this wall. So I'm just going to go like this, draw up, come over here, just keep hitting it at different angles. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now for this one, zoom in a little more. I'm going to use the clone stamp. Come over here and grab that. And I'm going to Alt-click on a PC. I think it's Command-click on a Mac. And I'm going to sample an area over here, an area of pixels. So I'll click here. I'll come back and just sort of paint. Keep sampling pixels, paint over it, sample pixels, paint. You just keep doing this procedure until you get rid of it. Okay? Easy enough. Zoom back out. Looks good. The next thing I want you to do is come over here and create a new layer. And then we're going to go up to the filter, click on Vanishing Point. Now this is going to open up a complete new window. And it's automatically going to have Create a Plane tool selected. So I'm going to come over here. And this thing can be kind of finicky sometimes. But you want to basically create a plane on one of these sections of this wall. So I'm going to do it right here. Click here, there, there, and there. Okay, now I got red. That's bad. You don't want to get red. You want to make sure that it gets blue. So you may have to just mess around with this. There we go. There's blue. Once you get this first piece done, you're going to grab this anchor point right here and drag that down. It basically is taking everything and looking at it in perspective. So I'm going to zoom back out. I'm going to pull back up this way. And just pull it all the way down. Let me go ahead and grab this anchor right here at the bottom and just pull it down. So that's really the hard part, is getting that piece done right there. Now, what you're going to do from here is we're going to go in here and we're going to click Save. Now, if you wanted to, you could get real fancy. You could start taking these and moving these across the street. And if you were in a building, you could put it on the wall and the ceiling and things like that. But for the purposes of what we're going to do today, this is fine. So make sure you click OK. And it takes you back to the Photoshop interface. Make sure you go up and save at this point. And then what I have provided for you guys is 5 or 6 pieces of graffiti. Now, I've already cut this one out. It's not going to look like this when you get it. You guys are going to actually have to cut out your own graffiti. But after you get it cut out, and I want you guys using the pen tool also. Once you get it cut out, you can come over here, Command A or Control A to select this whole thing, and then Control C or Command C to copy it. We're going to go back over here to our main document, and again, make sure that you have this other layer above your background layer. Come back to Filter, Vanishing Point, and then Command or Control V. Now from here, we're going to come in here and we're going to grab this thing. Oh, got to click on your Move tool. And just pull that onto the wall. So now I'm going to come to the Transform tool. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to grab this, and holding Shift down, I'm going to make it much smaller. And we can zoom back in. Let's make it smaller again. See what's going on here? This will stay in perspective no matter where you put it. So let's say that, I don't know, this is what we want. Something like this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click OK. Now that is on this second layer. I'm going to change the blending mode to multiply. And maybe take the opacity down a little bit, just to make it look a little more realistic. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to let you guys take the other 5 or 6 of these and fill the wall with graffiti.